How about now? There we go. I don't know why they do that to me, but they've been doing that to me, like where I have to go reset the live. I don't do anything but log out and log back in. It's wild. But anyways, this is the blade side of this one. And I made some modifications to make it a little more comfortable. Since the last live, it's just down here fiddling in the shop. And then I put these two little indentions there. This helps a lot that way. And it helps from carving towards you. And then I put this little thumb grip so you can hold that whole thing as you carve. This was a very functional idea, but it felt like it could work both ways, with the blade going that way and this way. But I think I'm going to make more of these. These were fun. These were fun. So yeah, nice sharp edges, but this one we heat treated today, so we'll see how this one holds up versus the one that we didn't heat treat. And now we know how to do it. Hopefully we'll do it on all the knives and see if we get something looking good. Thank you, Fetty. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Like I said, they sharp. They sharp, fam. I love it. I can't believe I'm making knives. Like, this is a big, big deal to me in my heart and soul. What have y'all been up to? Anybody been doing anything interesting over the holidays? Y'all going back to work yet? I have been laying low. But looking like 1:20 in the morning. I might go get me a bowl of cereal and head in. But I thank y'all for hanging out with me again, man. I just come out here and do what I'm doing, and y'all show up and give me encouragement and all of that, ideas and the whole nine. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do think I'm getting it a little bit now. But I really do enjoy what I'm doing here. I really do. So, we're going to see. That midnight cereal. Yeah, I'm getting it. Where am I located? I'm in Douglasville, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Uh, Thanks, Land. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have really been working on it. I think it's paying off. I really like the way this bottom comes together because that's all the same species. That's walnut. I just changed direction on the piece in the middle and then it created that cool little stripe. Did it on that side too. Thanks, Creative Woods. Where you located at? I found out not too long ago, Rusty is only maybe half hour, 45 minutes from me. Told me to come by the shop anytime he wants. He's working on a shop over there. I'll probably go visit if I'm invited. But thank you. My phone is warning me that my battery is going to go soon. Anyway, so. Oh, Gatlin, Tennessee, 30 minutes from Nashville. I've been there. I've been there. Well, passed through. I think we got a cabin out there once. Very nice. I was indoors. It was a winter. It was snowing like crazy. I was indoors the whole time. Wales, UK. Yeah, you are a long ways away, man. Yeah, but you're over there near Lions and Rob, Sophia, maybe over that way. Yeah. Oh, that's Gatlinburg. Ah, Gallatin. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, those folks are cool. Super cool. And you're cool. I love that I get people across the pond heading over here and teasing my accent. Even though my British accent, every time I try it, I can hear how bad it is. I can't do it. Pop in anytime for sure. Close to Nashville, that would be cool. That would be cool. I don't think I have anybody. I don't think I know anybody personally in Nashville right now. I had a friend there, and they moved out west to Arizona. Oh, better than mine. No, it's not. Like everybody else over there is like they hate it when I do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it entertains me. I'm a cowboy half the time at my house too. But that accent I got down. I got a good old southern, sort of a cowboy accent sometimes if I need it in order to get better customer service at Home Depot on the telephone. I call them up and say, hey, fella, can I do a chisel sharpening tutorial? I struggle. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Listen, do I have a chisel on this thing right? I got time. This is how I sharpen mine. But what I will also do is do a video. I think I've got one out there, but I can do another. For me personally, that's the magic. That is the magic. I got 11 likes. That's the magic of a good chisel. Sharpen like a. It's like sharpening a chisel for dummies. It works perfect every time. And I'll show you what I do because I don't freehand chisel sharpen. Not good at it. And what this is called, I don't know if you have one of these or not, but this is called a honing guide. Still in the okay, great that you already have it. Great that you already have it. Some real simple parts to this, but crucial to get your best look. Let me see if I can find a good surface to show you this on. I'll try to get it down. I'll have to see. Now, you loosen this, and you can set your chisel bevel down either right there and close it up, or down there on top of those rails. I set mine on these rails because this one's very cheap and I don't trust the casting and it doesn't seem very flat, but these are dead flat. So I put it there, and it's got that little angle right there, so it's built to grab it. I'll tighten the nut and I make sure I'm flat. Now, as I set that down on the table, I'm going to circle it around. I would be going around looking. to see if I see light in between, right? I don't want it up like that. I don't want it nose up like that. I want it dead flat. I want that bevel flat. And you can look at that from the side, and it's best if you put a light on it or right next to it. What I'm surprised about is this is dead exactly on just now. Otherwise, I'd loosen this and scoot forward, or loosen this and scoot backwards, whichever adjustment I needed to make to get this to just sit dead flat on my table. But now that it does, and now that it is, here's what I'll do. I've got my whetstones soaking in a pan. They're always in there. And I make sure I put water in it so that they absorb the water before I get started, which these have. It's 400 grit. This is from my Amazon Basics Whetstones package. Perfect, you got that. I'll set that on, and what I'm going to do is make sure that my focus is on keeping the tip of this down, right? So I got fingers on both sides. It's literally all there is to it. As long as you make sure this is tight and you're and it doesn't want to drag. So let me tighten that up a little bit more, just to be on the safe side. Right. Now, it'll just roll back and forth on that wheel. Right. Stop. Turn it over. Should see the shiny parts? That's where I'm actually making contact. So I got a little bit of a dip right in there. But you can see shiny parts are where I'm making contact. As long as that's close to the edge, that's what I want. I'm gonna put a little more water on there just to wash off any stuff. And then I'm gonna also just do that on the back side. I'm gonna try to get that as flat as I can, but that's gonna rub off the little burr, and you'll feel it that you form on that edge when you do this. Now if you were doing this without the honing guide, you'd be going and maintaining that angle. With the honing guide, that's where you're going. Now if you see, this is the 400 grit, and you'll notice right here, you see that material? That's where it's cutting and getting that lined up. And you see where it's getting shinier across that front bevel because it's working. And you don't want a lot of that material to build up because that's going to be debris in your cut. So after a little bit, that's to get that little burr off the back again. Wet your stone again and move up to the next grit. In this case, that's a 400 grit. Since it's looking a little cruddy, I'll show you real quick how to use the flattening stone. Soak it as well, but the groove side down, and it'll just knock off a layer. And you do that until it's all consistently one color. Then you know you're flat. Once you're flat, rinse off your excess again. Set back up. Now we're on 1,000 grit. Now each time you go up, you're going to cut less material off the blade, but you're going to maintain the same angle, the same position the whole way. Trying to keep a robotic type movement. Main priority, keeping that front edge down without applying more pressure than it takes to just hold it down. Now to move up to the 3,000 grit. Same thing. Careful not to roll off the back. And then I'll bump up to the 8,000 grit. And I'll flatten it too, just so you can see better. And this block basically is just sanding off a layer of the material. I'm not too mad at that slurry when we get to this grit. This is the 8,000, by the way. And these are not expensive chisels. I'm certain I didn't pay $20 for the entire set. We're going to go ahead and pull this off. Set our stones back over. Clean this off. Hold on a second. Sometimes it'll magnetize. And this is what we've got. Now from this point, do the same thing. We want our strop. And since we've already got compound on it, this I do by hand. I find my angle. Compound on the strop. Trying to pull at that same angle. This is not as particular, but be as particular as you can be. And you do the back side as well. And this is where I get very excited because when you pull a chisel across a strop like that, that edge gets crazy. Like I get very excited about that edge. because that edge is gonna let you get some work done. Now, we can go to the emulsion, and I can do the same thing that you saw with the knives. As you can see, that's a really good edge on that. And let's see how well it does. This is a hardwood, and this is a hardwood. This is cherry, and that's walnut. Let's see how it does. Just slicing it like butter. And let's see how it does on the cherry. You just can't ask for better than that. You hear that? And that's hardwood. You got something soft like this. So that's how I do it. It sounds like you have all the right stuff already. So yeah, have at it. Yes, the strap is a polishing step, but it is not to be slept on. The strap will replace you having to sharpen this thing over and over. If you strap before a project, some people strap after they've used their chisels. It will hold that edge, and the next time you go to do it, it'll be razor sharp. You won't have to sharpen nearly as much if you strop more often. Oh, no problem, man. Just cumulative info I've gotten from other people, from me asking questions, same as you. But yeah, strap is a often slept on part of the equation, but it's gonna save you. Like it's not gonna come off the stones that shiny and slick. Yeah, I haven't strapped mid project. Keep that bad boy clean, says Fetty. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's the way. But I tell you, I sharpen, I get those whetstones out half as often, maybe a third as often as I used to, now that I know how to properly strop. Or well enough, anyway. The strop deforms the grain structure on the surface, which hardens the edge. There you go. Got some science in here. I love it. That's what the good part about this chat is, that this chat is always full of people who got some good information to offer. Hey, Mike, how you doing today? Would plain blades be the same method? Plain blades would be the exact same method. In fact, the reason that I've got these particular stones is because with my Stanley number 4s, there. They can fit on top of it rather than those narrow stones, but I can get the entire blade on there. It's the exact same process. Like I said, you lock this on, bevel down. Set it, pull it. And that's it. It's the same exact process. All right. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, Zen Wu. Okay. Yeah. No problem, Creative Woods. Glad I could help out, man. Like that really excites me to be able to give somebody a hand on some of this stuff and get a little information out there. But yeah, you don't need expensive stuff. You just need stuff. All right, I'm gonna go jump on these Lucky Charms. See if I can get my life together. What's my background? Mostly in carpentry work or what? I'm a remodel contractor. I've been renovating homes for 30 years. All facets, all parts. I don't know HVAC. Aside from that, pretty much everything else I do relative to my uh, area, you know. Like in New York, they got different sort of furnaces than what we got down here. You got some plain blades to make a knife? That's cool. That'll be strong steel already, for sure. That'll be strong steel already, Mike. That might work out for you, bro. You should show us when you do it. Show us. Let us know. Go on the community page and show us your work. I love to see people post their stuff. Hey man, my weekend is gonna be great. I'm sure of it. Oh, appreciate that, Land. I appreciate it. Just passing on what I can think of, man. Oh, I appreciate you, Fetty Spaghetti. I really do. I love that you pop in here and support so strong. That's dope. Go fishing. Man, I want to back in the backyard. It rained all day today, so like the water is higher even. But it's still this time of year, which is not great historically. But I went down there earlier today and just you know how you like throw a little leaf or something in there and see if the fish scatter around. I didn't see anything. But it just be maybe the time of year for them not to be holding up right there. But those trees are gonna be there when it gets warm. Those trees will be there in another month and a half, and no problem. When those fish start getting active, I'm gonna be out there. I gotta get my boat on the real water, for real, for real. Haven't taken my boat out all year. Stink bait? What's stink bait? I don't think I know what stink bait is. Yo, boat stream soon. Yo, when it gets warm, word up, I'll boat stream. I'll drag that little thing out to the water, put a little, cause I have a little electric trolling motor. That's all I got pushing that little boat. But man, I'll set up a tripod on that thing and fishing with Wes. Hell yeah. Oh, Mike said like pork. Generally I'm fishing for bass or brim. So I'm usually trying red wigglers, night crawlers, or lately, last season I had good luck with the old school spinner baits. The you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Ugh. They got one name. Everybody calls them the same thing. But anyway, it's almost like a bullet lure. Beagle spins, no, we call them something else, not buzz baits. Ah, rooster tails. A good rooster tails. Friend of mine was catching striper all season with rooster tails, and he told me to get the white ones and yellow, white ones and pink ones, and go for the bass. And I was pulling smallies out like left and right. Yeah, but I've never caught a trout in my life. I've never even gone trout fishing. I wouldn't even know where to get them. Ripping lips. Yeah, they do that. But listen, I caught some crappie, biggest crappie of my life, like 2 years ago. Crappie this big, crappie that big, like you grabbing them and they're hanging, and they were so good. And I've gone back to that place 3 times, and I haven't gotten a single bite anywhere near it. Gatlinburg is trout. Oh man, I might have to come see Gatlinburg. I've always wanted to go trout fishing though. Always. Oh, bring the can of corn. Yeah, they say they'll jump on the corn and those little power baits. But I've never trout fished. They'll eat eggs, fish eggs too, won't they? But yeah, it looks fun. It looks trout fishing looks fun. Like it looks as fun as bass fishing. Somewhere in between. But I like brim because they pull so hard. Feels like you got a monster on there and you get it and it's a little little hand flapping around. Glad you caught some of my stream. Oh, 6:50 a.m. Okay, man. Enjoy your day. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I really did. I enjoyed the conversation. Nothing like steelhead though. Yeah, I've never had them. Never had them. My brother-in-law is a saltwater fisherman, so he knows about sheephead, and he's the East Coast puffer fish. Oh my God, that guy can cook too. I'm in Georgia. I'm in southeast U.S. In just west of Atlanta, Douglasville. Mm-mm. Where I fish at though is called Sweetwater Creek. Oh, you from Washington State? Gatlinburg has a trout hatchery and the release into the Pigeon River every Thursday. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Inspiration behind my necklace? Oh, this was I have a subscriber who his name was Violin Royalty. And he I ask my subscribers all the time, like, what's the next thing we should do? And I had done the Wu Tang necklace, and he said, do a violin. And I thought that might be tough. So I did it. And we carved a violin out of a couple species of wood and put some wire in it for the strings. And we made a pendant. Yeah, it was a good time. North Dakota. What? Cold, man. You went from rain to cold. Thanks, Creative Woods. I appreciate it, man. I've made quite a few pendants back there. I think the MF Doom one is probably the most infamous. I get a lot of attention with that one. People ask about buying it, but I don't like doing things twice, so I do them once, and everything I do is a one of. So if I do sell it, I'll never do it again. So it's probably going to be high. So I don't know how to how to price them. I couldn't imagine for the amount of time that I spend on them that I could do it for less than like 300-400 bucks. But then people might not be in a tax bracket to want that kind of shelling out. You know what I mean? It's hard water fishing up there now. Oh yeah, rain now. Spokane is. Hmm, I don't know. We still got at least, like, if it stayed like this for another week or so, we could probably go fish and catch something. But those fish are still held up cold and all that. But in a month, like, no, maybe not a month, maybe late February, it's gonna be popping. Oh man, I've never been ice fishing. I don't like the cold enough to go ice fishing though. If it gets too cold for me to be comfortable with my hands, I'm like, man, I'm turn around and go back. I'm just not that tough when it comes to the cold. I think I'm built for tropical. Oh man, I appreciate y'all sitting up and chatting with me, man, kicking it. I'm gonna go eat my cereal and get in my bed. It's almost 2 a.m., so it's about that time. What about the cross with the pecan and black walnut? That's not a bad idea. I did a cane with a eye going through it, and there was a cross inside of it. When you shine the light, it would illuminate a cross. I'm gonna get up out, man. I appreciate y'all. This is a good conversation tonight. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Fetty, for hanging out. Thank you, Mike. Man, thank you, Creative Woods and Bagley, and he's already gone, but I did appreciate the dialogue as well from Land over there in the UK. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a great night. Hit the like button if you want to. Um, hit the subscribe if you want to. But I'll check you out later on too, man. I come through. Peace. Thanks for y'all hanging out with your boy. West does it. One.